It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today as we finish out another week on the channel, and I have some unfinished business to finish. Y'all, last week we listened to Led Zeppelin 4, Side 1, one of the more epic sides of music that I've ever heard, and we have Side 2 to hear and complete the full album reaction. That is what we're up to today. We're going back to Led Zeppelin. I'm happy that you are with me. We heard 4 real legendary tunes last week, and it reminds me, I think this is what the general protocol for building an album used to be. You put your A sides on side 1, you put your B sides on side 2. And that's kind of what they did. The first 2 songs that we're going to hear today were the B sides to the first 2 songs that we heard last week. And then we've got, I think, a ballad with some mandolin, and then a cover of a classic blues song. So there you go, y'all. I'm ready to get rolling. That blues tune that we're going to end with, When the Levee Breaks, that's the one song from this side that I have reviewed previously. I remember a few years ago us listening to the original 1929 version of that tune, as well as another cover by A Perfect Circle, and really enjoyed it. But it's going to be great to get back to it today with Misty Mountain Hop, 4 Sticks, and Going to California. So, speaking of going to California, let's get going, friends. Robert Plant is on vocals. He's also on harmonica on When the Levee Breaks. Jimmy Page is on everything guitar, and he also helped with production and mastering on this one. John Paul Jones is on the bass, the mandolin, and the electric piano a little bit, and John Bonham is hanging out and providing the drums. So, side 2 starts with Misty Mountain Hop. Like I said, this one appeared as the B-side to Black Dog, which opens the entire album. And again, here I think we're making use of some Lord of the Rings language or The Hobbit language, something from Tolkien, because we've got the Misty Mountains themselves, y'all. So I am curious to hear what this one sounds like. Let's waste no more time. Misty Mountain Hop from Led Zeppelin. Here we go. Bonham fooled me. That's an interesting sound. A-G-E. Chorus effect on the vocals. This is strange. The rhythm of the language is really strange, but the groove is unmistakable. Another one of these early 70s tunes that just makes me think of the Beatles. You know?
see.
Do you like taking a good look at yourself? I am confounded by this. Goes to the 4, to the flat 7, then back to the A. There's the 5. And that little riff is just popping out at us the whole song. Down, down, down. Down, down, down.
If you go down in the streets today, baby, you better open your eyes.
Better open your eyes if you go down in the streets. Really don't care. They don't care which way the pressure lies. What are you gonna do, Robert? He's packing. And he's headed off to the mountains. Okay. It sounds like a B-side song, doesn't it? It's not a radio hit, but boy, it's interesting. I love the electric piano that's in there. It gives that bass line a little bit of extra edge, and the chorus effect on the lead vocals was actually a little bit loose, so you get kind of a I don't know. It's just a really interesting performance. And as I hear the lyrics there, the way that it's going, they are putting the wrong stress on the wrong syllable. You know, it's the way that the text is treated really kind of takes us out of the poetic nature of it. It's really fascinating. As far as what he's singing about, I think Robert's just longing for a better culture, a better society of people. You know, he's packing his bags for the Misty Mountains. Things make more sense there. So interesting. Really, really interesting. Let's listen to another B-side. Y'all, 4 Sticks is up next, the B-side to Rock and Roll. And I don't know what we're in for here. They named the song for the way that John Bonham performed the track, apparently with 2 drumsticks in each hand. That equals 4. Right, 4 sticks. So how's he doing? Is he doing like vibraphone or like mallet percussion method? How is he like banging on the drums if he's holding, or maybe he's just holding 2 and it's like a flap, it's like a flam. I don't know. I got to hear it. I had never heard the Misty Mountain one. I'm pretty sure I don't know this one at all. The only other thing that I have in my notes is that I read that it has some mixed meter in it. So I'll be trying to listen for that as well. Let's get to it, friends. 4 Sticks from Led Zeppelin. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that some of the clicks you hear in the percussion? That second stick? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now they're in 6. So when they're on that E, back for a verse. 6, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interesting. Barely understand Robert's lyrics at all. They're kind of hidden. The instruments are louder than the vocals. I like this. I wonder what it would sound like if Robert's vocal was down an octave. And he was just singing to us instead of falsettoing to us. It's hypnotic. See, this is another one of these vocalizations from Robert that I'm not quite sold on. I like the song. The outro is like the weakest thing I've heard on the album so far, if I'm really being critical. It still sounds great, but what else could you have put in there? Harmonica? Robert, play your harmonica. Do a little solo over that static E minor. Come on. You know? Two B-sides. Next up is Going to California. And this one is described as a ballad or a folk style song. And I read that we're going to have not only guitars from Jimmy, but mandolin from John Paul Jones. That's going to be cool. And I also read that Jimmy is using what they call double drop D tuning. Will they be in D? We'll see. Probably. Let's hear it. I don't think I've ever heard this one either, friends. Going to California from Led Zeppelin. Here we go. No, I know that guitar already.
Spend my days with a woman.
Of course. I just didn't know what the name of the song was. So warm.
Made up my mind
with all those open strings.
Going to California with an aching in my heart. Someone told me there's a girl out there with love in her eyes and flowers in her hair.
And they are indeed.
Took my chances on a big jet plane. Never let them tell you that we're all the same.
Yeah, I've heard this one through the years, but I never knew what it was called.
One that had tomorrow could ever follow today.
Yeah, you hear all these guitars
Start to tremble and shake.
and the plucked mandolin,
The sun begin to wake.
no bass,
Watch out.
and no drums so far.
Seems that the rock of the gods got a
D minor.
punch on the nose and it's starting to flow. I think I might be sinking.
To the A dominant,
Throw me a line if I reach it.
back
in
to minor
time.
one.
Meet you up there and the path runs straight
D major, back to D major.
To find a queen without a king. They say she plays guitar and cries and sings. La la la. Ride a white mare in the footsteps of dawn. Trying to find a woman who's never, never, never been born.
I like Robert in this range.
Standing on the hill in the mountain of dreams, telling myself it's not as hard as it seems.
That's what I was looking for more in the last piece. Cool. Minor D to the 4, and when they come back, it's major D. Well. The whole song's going to be without bass or drums. Well, it's a lovely tune, isn't it? Yeah, I'd forgotten about that one. Of course I had heard that one. Well, I'll be darned. That's wonderful. It really, really is. When you can use so many open strings that are just allowed to sympathetically vibrate, it creates a real warmth to the backing instrumentation, doesn't it? And I don't think we're doing like Tolkien or anything else. I think he's channeling Joni Mitchell in this song. In fact, we're pretty darn sure that he's channeling Joni Mitchell. When I saw the title of this song, I immediately thought of California from Joni Mitchell. I've reviewed Blue not that long ago, and it was still in my head, and I thought, is he talking about some of the same things, going to California, trying to start anew, yeah, all that sort of stuff. And then when I was reading in, Robert has admitted that Joni's song provided some lyrical inspiration. How about that? Lovely. Lovely. We got one more song, friends. When the Levee Breaks, a classic tune. Like I said in the intro, I remember reviewing this one. It was episode 684 back in November of 2023. So if you want a more in-depth look into this piece, that's where you go. For now, I'm just eager to return to this song and remember how it sounds and just feel it as a concluding song for this classic album. and I'm ready to do it, y'all. As a remembrance, though, or as a reminder, I should say, they're writing about the Great Flood, the Great Mississippi Flood of 1927, where a whole bunch of the Delta just got overrun with water. A lot of people died, and many, many more were forced to relocate. So when this original version was written in 1929, they have that memory fresh in their minds. And then Zeppelin comes back and they revive this piece. So let's hear When the Levee Breaks. Here we go. Yeah. There's the harmonica. Pretty sure we're in F minor. F blues. They're going to use whatever notes in that scale they want. And Sun in the Cracks. That's really cool. Great harmonica playing. Long intro. They give us a full minute. Plus, flat 6 to 4.
If it keeps on raining, levee's gonna break. If it keeps on raining, levee's going to break. When the levee breaks, have no place to stay.
It's a great way to finish out this album. It kind of serves as a, oh, that's the style of music that underpins so much of their point of view in their music. It all makes sense. You hear a song like this, you're like, yeah. Underrated bass playing. Great playing down there. He's switching to major. Great melodic riff from Jimmy in this year. So back to the minor riff. See, especially if you're going to have a harmonica feature like this in the last song, think about what a little harmonica solo, what was that one before? 4 Sticks, right? It's a little precursor. Goes to the flat 6 and then back. talking about all the people that got displaced. When the levee breaks, you gotta move, or the water will move you.
Oh, last night I sat on the levee alone. Oh, last night I sat on the levee alone. I'm thinking about my baby and my happy home.
Yeah! It's been a while since I heard this, y'all. Bottom's getting faster. So they move into the major bass thing, and there's the 5 and the 4. Yeah, that's where a lot of people relocated. Up the river. Go to the big city. Especially with the repetitive part of this riff, I understand how Maynard was drawn to this when he did it with the perfect circle. Although I really like their version. This is just iconic. Especially, I mean, listen to Bonham's drums throughout. I just love the way that they're mic'd. It sounds so alive, spacious. And there you have it. Led Zeppelin 4. You get pretty much of everything you could ever ask for in a rock and roll record. You know? You get the big up-tempo, been a long time since I rock and rolled. You get a great opener in Black Dog. You get a classic blues tune. You get a beautiful ballad. You get a couple of quirky and interesting B-sides. A folk-ish tune with a guest vocalist and Sandy Denny. And then one of the all-time classic rock epics in Stairway to Heaven. Led Zeppelin 4. It's the first time I've ever listened to all of those songs. Yeah, the first 3 songs that I had heard Going to California. I should remember that, Doug. But the 2 B-sides I had never heard before. And so it's just if you really pay attention when you're going through and you're listening to these full albums, these artists will tell you what they're thinking, what they're feeling, and what the world's like. These are like time capsules. You know? What did these 4 musicians have going on in their brains at this point in history, at that part of the world? What were they interested in? What were they writing about? What were their influences? What's the recording technology like? What choices are they making? It's all good, right? That's why I love doing these full albums. On YouTube, we normally do them here half an album at a time, and that's just fine with me as well. But over on Patreon, y'all, I typically do a full album front to back with no cuts. And that's those are always just a really, really fun time. So, Led Zeppelin. We got to Zeppelin 3 earlier this year in January. So we're halfway through this year and we're getting to Zeppelin 4. Great. So the next album is Houses of the Holy. It came out in 73. That's the album that I started my reaction journey to Led Zeppelin with. That's the one that our patrons selected first. I put 5 albums in that first poll. It was Zeppelin 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Houses of the Holy won. So that's where I started. The next one, actually, I mean, it was a pretty good introduction, right? The song remains the same. The Rain song's on that one. No Quarters on that one, right? The next one that we did on Patreon was Physical Graffiti, the double big album from 75. And I mean, Kashmir's on that one, right? 10 Years Gone's on that one. In My Time of Dying pops out at me. I'm forgetting a whole bunch, right? So I've already reacted to those, y'all. So now we've got where we've listened to 1, 2, 3, and 4, Houses of the Holy, and Physical Graffiti. Next up is No Presence. And that was released in March of 1976. And as I look at the track listing for that album, I think the only song that I've heard, the only one that stands out to me is Achilles' Last Stand. A wonderful tune. So when we get back to Led Zeppelin, I'm pretty sure that we're going to be going to No Presence unless something else happens and we want to do, call an audible. That's how we say that, and do something different. But if I continue going in order, I'm going to jump over Houses of the Holy and Physical Graffiti. Those are available on my Patreon, y'all. And then we'll probably get to No Presence next. But for last week and this week, it's been my distinct pleasure to record my very first listen to all of Led Zeppelin 4 and share it all with you. So, thank you very much for being with me. It's been just a wonderful time today. We've got a lot more coming up in the next days and weeks, but that is all for us today and this week. We'll see you next time on another edition of the Daily Doug.
It's the Daily Dog. Welcome to the Daily Dog. The Daily